Yo, what's up? It's Jonathan here. Back to you with a new anime review of Garo the animation. Chris is not here with me, but he's not missing much. He didn't watch the show. He did see the first one, so he does know about the setting of the show. And if okay, now how can I explain this one? Garo's like a live action TV show. It's like a Japanese. I don't know if it's Japanese. It might be like Korean or something, but it's an Asian. It's a foreign. I'm gonna say it's a foreign live action show, like with actual like Asian people, like Chinese people. I don't know what the fuck it is, but with actual actors, and the action scenes are actually them going into the bodysuits. It's kind of like it's like a weird Power Ranger rip off, or not rip off, but it reminds me. It's like Power Rangers, you know what I mean? So they made an anime off of it. I never saw that show. Clearly, I never saw that show, but whatever. I decided to watch the anime because I watch what I want to watch. You feel me? And the thing about Garo is that it's definitely the best thing. Well, but let me save the good things for last. I'm gonna talk about the opening and ending songs. Or I should talk about the show in general. Basically, it's like it's based. Okay, well the setting is it's like fantastic setting, like a mythical setting. Basically, there's like these demons, right? And my son, not his name's not Garo, but their suits. I think they're called Garo. They have like suits, like they glisten in the sun and shit. It's like armor. They put that on and they fight these things called horrors, which are demons, of course. Reminds me of like a weird Zelda. Like it kind of reminds me of Zelda a little bit with the whole setting with castles and shit. Basically, some shit goes down at the castle, and then the prince gets kicked out of the castle. Somebody rules over the entire town. Our main character, basically, he's like a Sasuke redhead, and I guess I'm gonna start off with the bad stuff about the show from here, because definitely the main character is a little bit of like, he was cool to me. It's just that he always had that Sasuke, the Sasuke, not impersonation, but he reminded me of Sasuke. Like, he had that Sasuke feel to him, was the word I was looking for. And it's not that he's a bitch like Sasuke, it's that he was too much for revenge. Like, he wanted the revenge, you feel me? Like, it's like if you're playing Smash, someone spikes you, you try to spike them at like 0%, you know what I mean? Like, why you going so damn hard for that revenge, you feel me? Let's talk about more bad stuff. There is one episode, it was episode, I think, yeah, 12? I think it was either 11 or 12. Basically, it's like the season 1 finale, kind of, but it wasn't really the finale. It was just a halfway point. That's when shit goes down. Basically, the main character gets his armor took by the prince. They're all three good. The main character, his name is Leon. Him, the prince, and the father, Hermann, or I think his name is German, but I think it's pronounced Hermann. They're all good. The prince is named Alphonse, by the way. So they're all good, and thing is, since Leon was so hell bent on getting revenge for basically his mother died. So yeah, Sasuke basically. He was so hell bent on revenge is that his armor unlocked a super form, but the super form was evil. It was destroying the world, or not the world, but the town that of course Alphonse is from. You know what I mean? He rules this town, or not that he rules it, but he wants to get his town back. That's his home. That's his hood. You know what I mean? He wants to get his hood back. So he gets his shit took by Alphonse, and then the way he reacts is really got me on the fence. Is that Leon, he tries to kill himself, and he's just depressed over it. But I don't understand why you do that. Like, you have to understand that the decision you made was kind of fucked up. Like, oh wow, one nigga kills your mom, and then you end up destroying the whole town. Really, nigga? Like, be a man. Even Hermann wasn't bugging now, and that was Hermann knew her more than you would ever know her, cause she died when the nigga was born. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not trying to be heartless, but why you bugging out over your mother when you never even known her? It's not even like she died 2 years prior to the show. I'm assuming he's like 18 or whatever. It's not like she died when he was 10. she died the second the nigga was born. I think she died first. I think she died first, but he was far enough from the vagina that he just crawled out. Like I really think that's how it happened. Like this nigga really, he never knew her. Like I don't even think he looked. I don't even know how she looked. He don't even know how she looked like. All he knew is that she got red hair because he got red hair from somewhere. Herman is blonde. So the nigga like he kills himself, and that's not he kills himself. He comes back. He tries to kill himself. Not how you assess that type of situation, my boy. That's not how you assess that type of situation. You be a man. You get up. You find a new source of power. You find a new source, a new reason to live. You know what I mean? You can't live for revenge. That's retarded. That's how you become a Sasuke. I'm sick and tired of these shows trying to make Sasuke's. You know what I mean? Sasuke isn't cool. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if you're a fanboy. I don't give a fuck. You're ugly. If you're a Sasuke fanboy, I'm gonna call you ugly from here on out. Ooh, opening and ending. The opening. Ugh. I don't know how else to describe it. That's like the best description I can make. It is hideous. First of all, the animation. My nigga, that shit look like Kill la Kill. It looked like the Kill la Kill animators animated that opening. The song, my nigga, it looked like I sang the song. It sounded like I sang that song. That song is like Garo, like that's like the whole song. That ending though, that shit had me bumping. I'm not gonna lie, that ending had me bumping. Ending one and opening one, definitely ending one takes the cake. Which is, I don't know, it was nice and electronic, and that the girl bumping. I was bumping my shoulders every time that shit came. I'm bumping my shoulders right now, man. Opening 2 was pretty good. Bloody brother, bloody brother, you got something if you got the chance. Hey, alright. The Bloody Brother, that's what the BB was. What was the song name? Title. The ending 2, probably my favorite song of the 4. Definitely, it was nice and it was badass, you know what I mean? It was badass. It reminded you that ain't shit right, but ain't shit wrong. You know what I mean? Like that's how I like to think of it. Ain't shit right and ain't shit wrong with Garo. Talk about the good things. The two best things about Garo is definitely the setting. It was really interesting. It was a very dark setting. However, the other really good thing about Garo is that the characters really made the setting like they really brought the world to the world. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, the characters brought the world to the world. Like Headman, this nigga's funnier than God. This nigga's so hilarious, man. I could show you a gif. Right, look at the screen right now. I'm gonna show you a gif of Headman. That's the entirety of Headman in one fucking fell swoop. You know what I mean? Leon, he could be a little better. I don't really agree with his motives. He does change though. That's one good thing about him, is that he does change after about. It takes a while though, like a clean like episode like 20. That's when he's changed. You know what I mean? It does take a while for him to change. Alfonso, he's always like the straight man. Like he's always the one that's like, listen, you're retarded. Hedemon, you're crazy. Emma, you're fucking sexy. You know, he's like the guy that's like, he reacts the way everybody else would react, a regular human would react. Emma, I liked her. She did work. She has like a weird story with like some fucking Spike Spiegel looking less. It looked like her boyfriend looked like Spike Spiegel if he was the fucking arbiter or whatever for Nyx. Like if he was the vessel for Nyx. And you see how like Nyx, the avatar, looks a little bit like Ryoji-kun, but like a Nyx version of Ryoji. That's how it looked like. It looked like if instead of Ryoji it was Spike Spiegel, and boom, there you go, you got Emma's boyfriend. He looked like Victor actually from the Cowboy Bebop movie. He looked like Victor a little bit. And then it's like she does that, and then she fucks Leon that same night. like she has sex with that little boy. Like really? Come on, man. I'll fuck her too though. Don't lie. But I did like her because she had a lot of abilities that she actually she did work. You know what I mean? There's no better way to say she did work. The action scenes in Garo, I like them, but they weren't the highlight of the show, honestly. Like the really good one is like the one in the middle where basically Alphonse says, "Nigga, you're destroying my town. I'ma beat the out of you." Like that's what I liked That's like my favorite fighting scene, and they weren't that good. But one good thing about the fight scene, one thing that exclamated one the one thing that exclamates the fighting is the animation. The animation's actually really good because it's never it's not really much like stagnant. I don't know, I forgot what you call it, but like the one frames, like the still frames, I think they're called. There's not much of those. And every time they fight and every time they don the armor, it glistens. Like it has like a CG effect. It glistens and it's always glistening. Like it's always like that. No matter episode 1 it was like that. Episode 11 it was like that. I'm sorry for the burp. And episode 24 was like that. Clear from beginning to end was had great animation. I do like it. I do like that. So yeah, that's pretty much the entirety of Garo. Basically, if you want to see something like medieval, fantastical, demons, armor knights, they're knights. You know what I mean? Like it's like armor knights with swords and shields and shit, and horses and shit. Magicians, the villain is a magician. I'll definitely recommend you to watch it. It's hilarious. You know what I mean? It's definitely fucking hilarious. Headmon, man, that's my nigga right there, man. That's my nigga. I would give it about a 8 out of 10. Definitely an 8 out of 10. All right, man. That's it, man. My name is Jonathan. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Drop a like, subscribe. I'm sorry, I hit the mic. Subscribe. Uh, thank you. Sure, bitch.